Lie on your back in a neutral pelvic position, knees bent. Use the ABC principle to activate the power engine as explained in the Getting to Know Power Engine section, to lift the right and left knee upwards to a right angle to the body alternatively, without allowing the pelvis to tilt downwards, curl upwards, or slant sideways. When you are successful in doing this exercise, there will be no movement in the pelvis and no bulging of the belly. The incorrect way of doing this exercise is to start in a non-functional pelvic position, either in a posterior or an interior tilt, prior to lifting the knee, and then to lift the knee upwards without making use of the ABC principle to maintain the activation of the power engine in both the ascent and descent of the knee. This malfunction creates an overuse of the superficial leg muscles like the rectus femoris instead of using the deep hip flexors like the iliopsoas. The correct way of doing this exercise is to use the ABC principle to activate the power engine as explained in the Getting to Know the Power Engine section, together with the shoulder girdle stabilizers to extend and flex the arm and leg. When you are successful in doing this exercise, there will be no movement in the pelvis, no bulging of the belly, and no lifting of the ribcage upwards, and the whole spine will be on the mat. The incorrect way of doing this exercise is to start in a non-functional pelvic position of either a posterior or an anterior tilt, and or not making use of the ABC principle prior to the extension of the legs and arms to maintain the activation of the power engine to provide spinal and lumbopelvic stability in the action of the extension and flexion of the arms and leg. Everything said about the long line applies exactly to this exercise. So please watch carefully and go with the flow of what you already know. Where movement becomes a meditation in thought, speech, and action.